In the name of God, most compassionate, most merciful. If the incident occurs, 1, it is not false because it occurred. 2, diminishing and raising. 3, Al-Waqi'ah 1, 3 asterisk. Naming the surah, the incident was named because it opens with the event, the resurrection, and the surah is filled with mentioning the events of that day and its severe horrors. Asterisk. Among the purposes of the surah, to remind of the day of resurrection and realize its occurrence, describe what will happen to this earthly world at the hour of resurrection, mention the character of the people of paradise and their bliss, and mention the torment of the people of hell, after it did not happen, confirming that the Qur'an was revealed from God and that it is a blessing that God has bestowed upon people. Interpretation. If the resurrection occurs, there will be no one to disbelieve in its resurrection. It will lower the enemies of God in hell and raise up his saints in paradise. When the earth shakes with a trembling 4 and the mountains are covered with comfort 5, then they are like scattered dust 6. Al-Waqi'ah 4, 6. If the earth is violently stirred and the mountains are finally crumbled, they become dust flying in the air, blown away by the wind. And you used to go away 3 times, Al-Waqi'ah 7. And you, O people, were of 3 types. So the companion of the Yemen is the companion of the Yemen, 8. And the companion of the Yemen is the companion of the Yemen, 9. Al-Waqi'ah 8, 9. The people of the right are people of high status. How great is their status? And the people of the north are people of low status. How worse their condition is. And the forerunners, 10, your closest friends, 11, in the gardens of bliss, 12, Al-Waqi'ah 10, 12. Those who are first to do good deeds in this world are those who are first to attain degrees in the hereafter. Those are those who are closest to God. Their Lord will admit them into the gardens of bliss. A group of the first, 13, and a few of the last, 14, on well-made beds, 15, leaning on them, awaiting. Soft, 16, Al-Waqi'ah 13, 16. A large group from the beginning of this nation, and others from other nations, and a few from the end of this nation, enter it on beds woven with gold, reclining on it, facing each other. 17. Children of new age will come to them, immortalized, 17, with cups, pitchers, and a cup from a source, 18, from which they will not depart. They will not bleed, 19. Al-Waqi'ah 17, 19. Young men who neither grow old nor die come to serve them, with cups, jugs, and a cup of wine flowing in paradise, from which their heads will not crack, nor will their minds be consumed. And fruits too from what you choose, 20, and the flesh of birds from which they desire, 21, and beautiful ones, 22, like pearls, 23, recompense for what they used to do, 24, Al-Waqi'ah 20, 24. The young men go around with whatever fruits they choose and the meat of whatever birds their souls desire. They have women with wide eyes like pearls whose shells are preserved in purity and beauty, a reward for them for the good deeds they did in this world. No one will hear therein any idle talk or sin, 25, except it will be said, peace, peace, 26. Al-Waqi'ah 25 and 26. They will not hear falsehood in paradise, nor will they hear anything they are guilty of sinning with, except words free from these defects, and greetings of one another to one another. And the companion of the right is the companion of the right, 27, in Sidar, Makudud, 28, and Tali Mandud, 29, and his shadow, spilled, 30, and spilled water, 31, and much fruit, 32, neither cut nor mixed, 33, and raised brushes, 34, the incident, 27, 34, and the companions of the right, how great is their status and reward! They are in a tree with no thorns, bananas stacked on top of each other, permanent shade that does not fade, flowing water that does not stop, abundant fruit that does not run out and does not stop them, and nothing prevents them from it, and mattresses raised on the beds. Indeed, we created them as a creation, 35, and made them virgins, 36, Arabs, relatives of, 37, the companions of the right, 38, Al-Waqi'ah 35, 38. Indeed, we created the women of the people of paradise in a manner different from the origin that existed in this world, a complete origin that does not accept annihilation. So we made them virgins, beloved to their husbands at the same age. We created them for companions of the right, a group of the first ones, 39, and a group of the last ones, 40. Al-Waqi'ah 39, 40. They are a large group of the first and a large group of the latter. And the companion of the north is that which is the companion of the north, 41, in poison and hot water, 42, and in the shade of hot water, 43, neither cold nor bitter. Rama, 44, Al-Waqi'ah 41, 44. And the companions of the north, how miserable their condition and reward are. In a hot wind from the heat of the fire of hell that takes their breath, and boiling hot water and a shadow of very black smoke, neither the house is cold, nor the appearance is beautiful. Indeed, before that, they were affluent to you. Al-Waqi'ah 45. They were in this world enjoying what was forbidden, turning away from what the messengers brought to them. And they were insisting on the great oath, Al-Waqi'ah 46. They were based on disbelief in God, associating others with Him and disobeying Him, and they had no intention of repenting from that. And they used to say, when we die and are dust and bones, surely we will not be resurrected. Al-Waqi'ah 47. And they used to say in denial of the resurrection, will we be resurrected if we die and become dust and worn out bones? This is their exclusion of the matter of resurrection and a denial of it. Our forefathers, Al-Waqi'ah 48, shall we and our ancient fathers who became dust be scattered across the earth, be resurrected? Say indeed the first ones and the last ones, 49, will be gathered together until a certain appointed time, 50. Al-Waqi'ah 49, 50. Tell them, O Messenger, the first and last of the sons of Adam will be gathered on a temporary day at a specific time, which is the day of resurrection. Then indeed you misguided and disbelieving ones, 51, would eat from the trees of Zaqqum, 52, and their stomachs would be full of them, 53. So they drank from the boiling water on him, 54. So they drank the drink of the spirits, 55. Al-Waqi'ah 51, 55. Then you who are astray from the path of guidance, who deny God's promise and promise, will eat from the trees of Zaqqum, which is one of the ugliest trees, and you will fill your bellies with it. Due to extreme hunger, they drink extremely hot water that does not quench their thirst, so they drink a lot of it, like thirsty camels drinking water that cannot be quenched due to a disease that afflicts them. This is their revelation on the day of religion. Al-Waqi'ah 56. This torment they will encounter is the provision prepared for them on the day of resurrection. This is a rebuke to them and a mockery of them. It is we who created you, so why would you not believe? Al-Waqi'ah 57. We created you, O people, and you were nothing. So will you not believe in the resurrection? Have you given what you are able to do? 58. Do you create it, or is it we who create it? 59. Al-Waqi'ah 58. 59. Have you seen the sperm that you ejaculate into your women's wombs? Are you humans creating that, or are we the creators? We have ordained among you death, and we are not to be left behind. 60. That we should replace the examples of you and raise you up in that which you do not understand. Moon. 61. Al-Waqi'ah 60, 61. We have ordained death among you, and we will not be incapable of changing your creation on the day of resurrection and creating you with qualities and conditions that you do not know. And you have already known the first creation, but had you not remembered, Al-Waqi'ah 62, you know that God created you in the first generation, and you were nothing, so will you not remember God's ability to create you again? 63. Do you cultivate it, or are we the Ra'un? 64. If we had so willed, we could have made it a land, and you continued to understand. 65. Indeed, we are not in debt. 66. Rather, we are deprived. 67. Al-Waqi'ah 63, 67. Have you seen the tillage that you plow? Do you make it grow in the ground, or do we confirm its roots and make it grow in the ground? If we had willed, we would have made that crop a waste, not of use in a restaurant. So you've become astonished at what has befallen your crops, and say, Indeed, we are losers and are tormented. Rather, we are deprived of sustenance. 68. Have you been informed of the water that you drink? 68. Have you sent it down from the barn? Or are we the ones who will be sent down? 69. Al-Waqi'ah 6, 8, 69. Have you seen the water that you drink to live by? Did you send it down from the clouds to the bottom of the earth? Or are we the ones who sent it down as a mercy to you? If we had so willed, we had made it more bitter, and had you not been grateful. Al-Waqi'ah 70. If we wished, we could make this water extremely salty, so that it would not be useful for drinking or cultivation. Would you not thank your Lord for sending down fresh water for your benefit? 71. Have you explained the fire that you are burning? 71. Have you produced its tree, or are we the ones who raise it? 72. Al-Waqi'ah 71, 72. Have you seen the fire that you kindle? Did you create its tree from which the fire is kindled, or were we the ones who created it? We made it a reminder and an enjoyment for those who strengthen themselves. Al-Waqi'ah 73. We made the fire that you kindle as a reminder to you of the fire of hell and a benefit for travelers. So glorify you in the name of your Lord the Great. Al-Waqi'ah 74. So exalt, O Prophet, your great Lord, perfect in names and attributes, abundant in benevolence and good deeds. But I swear by the location of the stars, 75, and indeed I swear by the position of the stars, 75, and indeed I swear, if only you knew great, 76. Al-Waqi'ah 75 and 76. God Almighty swore by the positions of the stars in their setting in the sky, and it is an oath if you only knew its magnitude is great. Indeed, it is a noble Qur'an, 77, in a book enshrined, 78. None can touch it except those who are purified, 79. Al-Waqi'ah 77, 79. This Qur'an that was revealed to Muhammad, peace and blessings of God be upon him, is a Qur'an of great benefits, abundant in goodness, abundant in knowledge, in a protected book hidden from the eyes of creation, and it is the preserved tablet. No one touches the Qur'an except the honorable angels whom God has purified from evils and sins, and no one touches it except those purified from polytheism, impurity, and impurity. A revelation from the Lord of the worlds, Al-Waqi'ah 80. This holy Qur'an was revealed by the Lord of the worlds, and it is the truth in which there is no doubt. Is it by this hadith that you are being judged? Al-Waqi'ah 81. Is it by this Qur'an that you, O polytheists, are liars, and you make up your provision because you deny it? Al-Waqi'ah 82. And you express your gratitude for God's blessings upon you while denying them and disbelieving. This is a denial of those who neglect the command of the Qur'an and do not care about its call. If it had not reached the people, 83, while you were then looking on, 84. And we are nearer to him than you are, but you will not see. 1, 85. Al-Waqi'ah 83, 85. If the soul of one of you reaches the throat at the time of death, and you are present and looking at him, are you able to hold his soul in his body? You will not be able to do that, and we are closer to him than you are with our angels, but you do not see them. Why, if you were not debtors, 86, you would return it if you were truthful, 87. Al-Waqi'ah 86, 87. If you are not held accountable or rewarded for your deeds, can you return the soul to the body? If you are honest, you will not return it. So as for my mother, if he is of those brought near, 88. Then there is joy and comfort and a garden of bliss, 89. Al-Waqi'ah 88, 89. If the dead person was one of the close relatives, then upon his death he will have wide mercy, joy, and whatever he pleased himself with, and he will have a garden of bliss in the afterlife. And as for him, if he is from among the companions of the right hand, 90, then he will be greeted to you by one of the companions of the right hand, 91. Al-Waqi'ah 90, 91. If the deceased was one of the people on the right, he is told, safety and security for you, because you are a right-winger. And as for him, if he were of the misguided deniers, 92, then he descended from you with hot water, 93, and a prayer to hell, 94. Al-Waqi'ah 92, 94. But if the dead person was one of those who disbelieved in the resurrection and strayed from guidance, Then he will receive hospitality from the boiling, extremely hot drink of hell, and he will be burned by the fire and suffer its severe torment. Indeed, this is the truth of certainty. 95. So glorify you in the name of your Lord, the Great. 96. Al-Waqi'ah 95. 96. This what we have related to you, O Messenger, is the truth and certainty in which there is no doubt. So glorify the name of your great Lord and keep it above what the oppressors and deniers say. May God be exalted above what they say. Welcome to your channel. I await your comments, support, and subscription to the channel to produce more videos. Thank you very much.